What's the story behind that username?
I'm still stuck in the 700s. For rapids, I just can't seem to break. I can sometimes get into 800, but when I was trying to do my username, I was like, I'm stuck. And also, the 700s club. So I was doing a little riff.
Nice.
I don't know if it was my dad or honestly, I remember more my dad's buddy is actually doing like beer. It wasn't rec league, it was beer league softball. When I was little, and they used to call me Smashley. My dad might have a different version of the story, but I just remember all of the softball dudes calling me that when I was like really little, and I was like the bat boy, and just kind of stuck with it for a while. And then the FC is just because I like soccer.
Yeah, it's a better nickname than some.
So there's this scene in a TV series called Togetherness. It was produced by the Duplass brothers. There's a scene to where this guy, he is offered some psilocybin mushroom tea, and he has kind of a drab life, and he has all of these incredible realizations. And then when he's confronted why he seems so disheveled, he's trying to explain himself, and he just keeps saying like, I had some of Scott's tea, and I just like really realized that I was like worth a while, and I had some of Scott's tea, and he just like keeps hanging on to that. And it's like, really, I don't know, it's really endearing. And so I don't know, just kind of stuck as like a funny thing to go by.
That's a deep one. That's deep. I like it.
It's actually a building at Rutgers University. It's the first building that I had a class in at Rutgers University my freshman year.
Well, my last name is Redfern, and every time I get asked, is that Redford, because people mishear the N and don't expect it, I have to say no, more like where the Redfern grows. And I'm also a programmer, so I kind of came up with this username of where the Redfern codes. So
it's great. I saw that, and that was like great literary reference too. So nice. I was going to ask what's the story behind that username, but I think I can figure it out.
That's pretty simple.
Well, as you know, Doug, I've been studying French for years, and I'm really bad at it. So there's that. Plus, in the scene I just did in my acting class, the character says, "Pardon my French" a lot, which really pisses this girl off because she gets really annoyed. So between the two of those things, it seemed to work.
Very apt. Very apt.
It's something I found. I have a dictionary of palindromes, and Garbage Mega Brag is a palindrome, so I thought it was really cute, and it's one of a couple that I use as usernames. Mega Tart Stratagem is another one.
These are good ones. Yeah,
I know.
I'm kicking myself for not seeing that as a fan of the band Taco Cat.
Right.
First name and last name, nickname is Nacho, so everybody just called me that since 5th grade.
I got into Taoism for a while and just had this idea of freely streaming through life, and I've kept it since then.
That's a nice way to get through life.
It's an old anagram of like my first and last name. So I'm gonna withhold like breaking down the anagram.
It's a puzzle we can solve.
Oh, I don't know. I think I came up with it in high school, which is a very long time ago.
Hey, reliving your high school days, well into post high school.
I'm a refugee lawyer, and it's a statement of fact. Nobody is illegal.
Straight truth right there.
It's been consistent across different social media platforms for a long time, and when Twitter was new, it felt like a cool way to talk to people all around the world. I was bright-eyed about the future of how the internet would connect us all, but there was still a sort of cool anonymity that maybe was a holdover from my days doing AOL Instant Messenger and feeling, like I can be anyone. So the idea was, these are not the tweets of Jacob, but rather the tweets of someone wearing a Jacob skin suit.
That is deep.
Plus it makes people tremble in their boots,
Well, it just reminds us, this is just our earthly skin suit.
It's just a mortal coil. You shuffle it off at the end, just like the best of them. Don't get attached.
So I'd ask, what's the story behind that username? But it's your first name.
Yeah. Initials are VW. And then I don't know if you guys remember those old Volkswagen commercials with the guy who's just VW with the little sign. So that was my nickname in middle school, and it's kind of stuck.
Stuck with it. Nice.
All of my gaming accounts are usually some variation of VWs.
Yeah, I love keeping that thread through.
Yeah.
Podfish. It's a short dumb story. I used to play this game called EVE Online, which is still going, long time ago, and I always get shot up and die, and you get resurrected into a little pod, and you got to like sail slowly back to your home base and get another ship. So, yeah, I was terrible in that game too.
That's the theme. It's a good story.
What is the story behind your username?
Well, I've always dreamed of living in Seattle, Rain City, and I just feel like a silly monkey in this concrete jungle. So yeah, I am the Rain City monkey.